of our materials, we want to wash them first. This is a process called priming. And all of our materials, they were washed with solution 3 times before we did anything. And then we gathered all of our equipment and they were brought here to the station. We have our 100 milliliter graduated cylinder, our 250 milliliter beaker, which has our solution in it, and our 10 milliliter more pipette, and we also have our 150 milliliter beaker. Now, what we are going to use, we're going to use our 10 milliliter more pipette to gather up our solution. And what you do, you're going to tip the pipette into the solution, squeeze the ball beforehand, it gathers the solution into the pipette, and you're going to have your finger ready. And as you can see, the meniscus is going to form. The meniscus is the curve and the upper surface of the body of liquid. As you can see, it's right there, and it's formed due to the process of adhesion. What you're going to do, you're going to lift it out of your solution, take it, you're going to bring it into your new container and release. And then you can use that, collect as much as you need to bring it over to the balance. Okay, as you're in the lab, you always have to measure stuff, and it always helps. You always have to use the exact same balance because each balance has some sort of error with it, so by using the same one, you have the same consistent source of error. Every time you use a balance, you always have to wait as it turns on.
Yeah.
And when you wait, you put it in. Wait for it to settle. You get your number. You have somebody in your lab group record that it is 68.252. You record the entire number, and then when you're done, you'll remove it, and you'll re-zero it for the next person in your lab group to weigh it.
And the beaker alone weighs 68.306 grams. Once you have obtained the number and written it down, you want to re-zero this so that you can get only the weight of, or the mass of the volume of water that you will obtain. Okay, so what you want to do is don't forget to squeeze the bulb and have your finger ready to stop the water so it doesn't fall.
What else has to be added?
This amount of liquid is approximately 9.3 because that's where the meniscus is lying. And then we want to empty some of it into the beaker. And the final amount of solution left in your pipette is approximately 5.0. I don't see this.
You're good, yeah.
And then you want to put your beaker with your solution back onto your scale so you can see how much mass of solution you have. It is approximately 4.2577.
Zeroed out. Yes.
Now that we have found the mass of the graduated cylinder with the solution, which was 149.176, we go back to what we originally weighed just the graduated cylinder without the solution at 116.403. We take this number and subtract it by this number, and our total will be 32.773, which is just the weight of the solution. Measuring the mass of this beaker alone. Our total is 68.245 for the empty beaker. I'll take the beaker out of the weight and I will add my solution. I'm not going to use decimals on the beaker. So we have 40 milliliters of the blue solution. Now we will we will set the beaker with the solution on the weight and get its total.
Analytical balance number 8.
The total weight of the beaker plus the solution is 102.836. We will take that total you just received and subtract it from the total of the empty beaker to find the weight of the blue solution alone.
We're going to use a graduated cylinder to find the mass and volume of the water using of our solution using a graduated cylinder. But first, we have to find the mass of our empty beaker.
Since we cannot put the direct graduated cylinder on the weight itself.
And the mass of our empty beaker is 68.419. And now we take our solution and put it in our graduated cylinder. We have about 82.9 milliliters of solution. Then we pour our solution into our beaker. And then we put this back on our scale to find the mass of our solution and of our beaker. And it is roughly about 150.550 grams.
Okay, now start.